Autumn has arrived here in the UK. The weather's looking gloomier. The temperature's dropped a bit. We're not going to let a little thing like the weather stop us going outdoors, are we? Absolutely not. Although it is only September, to be fair. Anyways, I'm down in Weymouth on the south coast in Dorset, and I'm going to be heading over the next few days over there. The UNESCO World Heritage Site of Jurassic Coast. There's going to be a lot of highlights along the way. Durdle Door, Lulworth Cove, Winspit Quarry, Old Harry Rocks, might be a few of the places you've heard of, and all the places in between. The only issue I have is the weather forecast. It's not looking great, guys. It looks like it's going to hammer it down later. But we live in England. Anything can happen. So I've been wanting to do this walk for a while, guys. It's been on my list all summer really, but I haven't been able to do it. Never had the time. Here we are, we're doing it. Woo! Just coming through Weymouth now, as you can see. It's a really nice little town. Alright guys, now on the outskirts of Weymouth. Nice little town, had a nice little mooch about. Lots of people out eating and drinking and enjoying the sunshine on the beach. But now, heading up towards the cliffs. You notice I've got a bigger pack on today. It's because I've had to bring the tent to give me more shelter if it's going to rain tonight. In fact, it's due to thunderstorm and a 90% chance of rain. And I've also had to bring extra supplies in terms of food and drink because it doesn't look like there's many shops or pubs or anything on tomorrow's walk, where it's also due to rain all day. And here's our first view overlooking the Jurassic Coast. This 1930s Art Deco building looked really swanky from the hillside. Up close you can see it needs a bit of a lick of paint. There's a scaffolding on the roof there. It's actually only a 2-star hotel, Riviera Hotel. Pretty cool though, I like it. Alright, feels like we're leaving civilization behind now. Goodbye, civilization, farewell. And heading up onto the coast path proper. Lots of blackberries. Nom nom nom. If I remember rightly, this is a farm here. It opens up every August for the whole month of August for campers, and hence all the fire pits. I've camped here before and it was really cool. In the middle of the night all the farm animals are just roaming around, so you hear grunts, pigs, cows, all sorts just sniffing around your tent. Horizon's looking dark now, guys. So no sooner had I said it's dark on the horizon than the thunder clapped and the rain started. I was hanging tight under the canopy here, hoping it'll pass. It's not too bad at the moment. Right, the rain's abated a little bit, so I'm going to go for it. This is my highest climb of the day, about 166 metres up to the top of the cliffs. Just hope it's not too exposed up there. I can just sort of set up camp, get under the canvas without getting soaked. Well, I'm just waiting out here currently, guys. I haven't made it very far up this hill. It's tipping it down. And annoyingly, the wind has started with the rain, so even standing under the trees is okay until I get a gust of wind, and then it shakes the trees and it just all comes down on top of me. So I can't really win at the moment. I just got to hope this passes and so I can crack back on with it. Right, hopefully you can hear me. The downpour seems to be over now, but it's still slipping a bit. Still very windy. I'm sure that's not the last downpour. But it's looking a lot nicer over that way, over Weymouth. Good thing about the rain is you don't notice how steep the climb is. When you're coming up here, you just focus on getting through the rain. Oh look, creepy old disused building. Let's go and have a look inside. Oh, it's dry. Doesn't smell too bad either. Floor's pretty grim. I mean, if I was really desperate, I could probably just about kip in here, but no, that's just grim. No, let's press on. The sun's out! Woo! Tell you what, these cliffs are good cardiovascular workout. Constantly up and down, just come from up there, now I'm off up here, and as you can see the sun is quite low in the sky now. Got to start thinking about somewhere to camp. Right, now out on a little bit that juts out here called Bat's Head. Over there is Durdle Door. We'll get a better view of that in a minute. And over there is Weymouth. Got the young squaddies walking up the hill there. It's time to find somewhere to camp. There we go, guys, Durdle Door. One of the most Instagrammable places in the south of England. As you can see, there's people down there already. I think I'm going to camp just down there. That looks like a good spot. Okay guys, I found my spot just about here. It's going to do me just under the rock face. Hopefully the cliff doesn't erode on me overnight. It's not as stealthy as I would have liked, but needs must. It's not windy down here, thankfully. Still people around taking pictures and whatnot. Still people over on that beach as well. I don't think the tide will come up this high. I really hope not. But I've got a kind of escape route if it does. I'm just going to have to climb up the rocks here. But yeah, pretty sweet spot. Just got to batten down the hatches in time for the rain later on. Just waiting for these people to go and I can finally pitch up. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse of that couple doing a photo shoot. It's time for bed now. It's just gone 9 o'clock. Totally pitch black out there. You can't see a blooming thing. Look at that. It's like the black hole of Calcutta. Anyway, I'll show you where I'm pitched up. There we go. Down there she is. Blimey. I didn't realise I'd made that much of a mess of the sleeping bag last time I was fishing around in there. So that, yeah, we've got a cave in there. You've got, not a cave, rock. And my bag's over there with the waterproof cover on. We are due rain pretty soon, so I'm going to batten down the hatches and try and get some sleep. I'm not that hopeful with that, to be honest, but there we go. See you in the morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. God, there's some rough old surf out there. Photographers are out in force at the moment. I'm all packed up, ready to go. 6:45. No trace left apart from a dry patch, which I'm sure will be wet pretty soon once it starts raining. It's actually brightening up a bit over there, so I'm cautiously optimistic about today. Right, I'm going to get on the trail and have some breakfast. Slept surprisingly well last night, guys. I was really tired. I fell asleep about 9:30, I think. Woke up a couple of times inevitably with the rain hammering down on the bivvy. Bivvy did its job though, kept me dry. My bag was outside the bivvy with a rainproof cover on. That stayed dry. So all good so far. All dry as a bone. Cove, half mile. I'm fed, watered, caffeinated and feeling good, guys. It's 8 o'clock and the place is deserted. It's a very moody morning, very gloomy, but it's alright, it's not cold at least. Alright guys, you might notice that I'm no longer on the coast. I'm having to take a detour along the coast path diversion. This is because the firing range is open today and you're not allowed to walk there just in case you get shot. So I'm going to be walking across the hills there. I'm sure it's going to be less windy as I'm away from the sea. And then get back down onto the coast at Kimmeridge. So we've all seen these villages with thatched roofs, thatched cottages, but have you ever seen a thatched bus stop? So totally accidentally we've ended up back on the Purbeck Way where I was back in May. So not a lot going on at the moment. You can see these puddles where it's been raining. Walking through the cornfields now. So I found out about shooting ranges being open from a guy who's stopping off in Lulworth, living there, but living in his car apparently. He's just walked the whole 630-mile southwest coast path, and he was telling me quite a few stories actually. One particularly gruesome one that he told me was he'd drunk out of a waterfall a few days before, and his filter had run out or whatever, so it's just straight from the waterfall. And yeah, a few days after that he started peeing blood, and he was like really ill, you know, his bladder was in agony and everything. He wasn't a young boy, it's probably about 55, 60, and after a couple of days he passed out a parasite, peed out a parasite that come out of the waterfall. So I guess the moral of that story is always filter your water. So not far from here is the ghost village of Tyneham. Tyneham was evacuated during World War II. Villagers got given 28 days notice to leave, so the military could move in and use it for exercises. And after the war in the 50s, the Ministry of Defence just sort of took it over, so it's still a ghost town. The residents weren't allowed to move back, and it's just been kind of left as it was, with all the little church and school. I think it's still got the school register and stuff like that in it, but it's only open at weekends, so can't go and visit it today. That'll be one for the future, definitely. There we go, there's a red flag indicating that the range is in use. Okay, I'm going to say it. This diversion is a pain in the arse. As nice as the countryside is, this road walking just isn't for me. Give me a nice coastal hike any day. On the plus side though, so far it has been a really nice day. So I'm just boiling up a bit of water for a brew. It's been a long old walk this morning, been a long one. I'm finally off the road now onto this little bridleway. That leads down onto another road where I head south, down to Kimmeridge Bay. Can't wait to get back onto the coast, to be honest. I feel like I'm... Did you hear that? Yeah, you might not have heard it. I feel like I'm in a Vietnam War movie. All these sounds... There it goes again. Yeah, all the guns going off, pretty loud. I think I've got about another 6 or 7 miles till I get back down onto the coast, so another good couple of hours, and then another 6 or 7 miles from there to get to where I want to camp tonight. So I've got a lot of walking. This detour has added on at least a good 5 or 6 miles, but it's all good. It's all good training, isn't it? Alright, that's my water boiled up, ready for a brew, and I've got a bit of Dorset cake, cherry shortcake to try with it. Let's give this a go. That's bloody delicious. 8 out of 10. I've downgraded it to 7 out of 10 because it's just fallen apart all over the place. So from Lulworth we've headed north, we've headed east, now we're heading back down south to Kimmeridge Bay. Oh yeah, and it started raining again. Looking very autumnal around here. How now, brown pig? Ah, great. Oh, sideways rain, my fave. Nice little village here, Kimmeridge. Not long now until we're back on the cliffs. At the top of the first cliff, a bit breezy but not too bad. Lots of cliffs to go. Loves it, rock and roll. La 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 la. Cliffs as far as the eye can see, and I've got to climb them all. One more beast of a hill to go up now. This one here, 128 metres. Then over the other side, drop another 60 metres, and then up again to 122, I think it is. Then we're on this plateau over here, and we'll drop down over the other side of this cliff here, and then we'll be there, the camping point, hopefully. A bit jungly in here. Here's more like Jurassic Park than Jurassic Coast. Right, here we go, here goes the steps. It's got all the way up there to go, guys. Let's see if we can make it easy. I've never done one of these. And we made it, here we are. Woo! That was easily the hardest part of the day so far. My God, woo! Lord have mercy. No messing about now, guys. Weather's taken a turn for the worse. I just want to get there now. Just want to get under shelter. It's pretty bloody grim out here. How many steps is that? It's ridiculous! made it. Legs are like jelly. Come on guys, let's hug it out. Here guys, we made it. 6 PM. It's been a bloody long day with that diversion. Man. But this is it, Windspit Quarry. This quarry was used after the Second World War to rebuild London basically. I don't think they've been in use since about the 50s. Not as quarries at least. See a few fire pits and stuff, so people do come down and camp and what have you. Look at this. Perfect. Got here just in time, look, here's me sitting in the dry. 2-minute down outside. Oh, I'm happy with this. I'm just going to get some grub on the go now, I'm bloody starving. Alright, so we just got tonight's delicious spicy sausage pasta on the go. In the meantime, I've got a funky beer to try out. Just going to try and find somewhere with some good lighting. That'll do. Yeah, here we are. Right. Pineapple milkshake IPA. I think I bought this in Lidl's. Juicy tropical, 5.3%. Black Sheep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it in Lidl. Black Sheep Brewery, North Yorkshire. Pineapple milkshake IPA. I wouldn't even drink a pineapple milkshake, so goodness knows what this is going to be like as a beer. Oh, very sweet. Do you know what? That's actually not bad. I have just done in excess of 25 miles walking, so that first beer always hits the spot, but that's not bad. It's a damn sight better than that jam, roly-poly and custard blooming beer I had last time. It doesn't taste like pineapple or milkshake. That's alright. I'm quite happy with that. Well done, Black Sheep. I'll give that a 7.5 out of 10. So I've just been reading up on the quarry. Apparently they have bats flapping around in here sometimes, so let's hope we don't bump into any of them. But they're only bats, aren't they? They're just carnivorous, nocturnal, flying mammals, aren't they? Are they mammals or rodents? They're like flying rodents, aren't they? Rats and bats, flying rats that sleep upside down and pull down themselves. Yeah, let's hope we don't get any bats in the middle of the night. Pretty spooky place. You can imagine a horror film in here, can't you? I want to drink your blood. Oh, look at this. Is it me, or does that look like the shape of a ghost? It's actually colder in here as well, in this part of the quarry. Oh my god, that's bizarre. I just walked over to the other side there and the temperature dropped like 5 degrees. Ooh. Stay out here in the light a bit. This is actually a lot better than I expected. It reminds me of when I was about 18, 19, living with friends and go in the cupboard and just make whatever. So the sausages are like tinned hot dogs. It's got baked beans in there with a kind of sort of a spicy sauce, but it's more like when you get loads of cayenne pepper and chuck it in some baked beans. That and some like really cheap pasta, you know, like the 30p a kilo stuff you used to get. All that mixed into one big mushy pot. It kind of reminds me of that sort of thing you'd eat when you're like 18 and you spend all your money on booze on the weekends and you're just about surviving until the next payday. After a long walk though, it fills a hole. Yeah, that's alright. I'll give it a 6. Right, let's have a little look around, shall we? Now I'm all fed and watered. Wow. Looks like it's going to fall in on itself, doesn't it? These columns don't look like they're enough to hold all of that. Let's just hope tonight's not the night it falls in on itself, because I'll be under it. These must be the quarry masters, or what would you call them? The quarry boss, Sylvester Slate. Sylvester Slate? Yeah, that's it. Flintstones guy. This must be where he lived. His quarters. These columns here could almost pass for a Greek ruin, couldn't they? And it can't be very good rock here, can it? If it's all falling down on itself. It's just shoddy workmanship or vandalism. Let's see where this ramp goes. Oh, we'll take a look down there, shall we? Pretty cool. Nice view of the sea. Nice. Very nice. Look at that swell. That's pretty intense for the English Channel. Whoosh. Oh. Love it. This must be the sun deck down here. Oh, I'll have another look. Here we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. Ooh, yeah, that one wasn't so good. What about this one? Another quarry over here. There's a guy just over there in my quarry. That's my quarry, get out. It's got stuff in it as well. Look at this. columns. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Spooky. Should pull my torch. Piggy. Yeah, let's get out of here. It's cold. Look at that view. Awesome. Guys, I've had a bit of a rethink and I've moved my sleeping area, so I'm going to be in here. Harry's cave. No, it's not, it's Matt's cave. Just there. There she is. All ready to go. Bag's just over there. So it's pretty sheltered. Got this great view in the morning when I wake up. I'm pretty happy with that. It's great being under shelter, not having to worry about rain. It means I don't have to bring my bloody shoes into the bivvy, they flipping stink. And I don't have to worry about my bag getting wet and whatnot. So, happy days. I like it here. Looks like we've got quite a nice little sunset going on over there. Unfortunately can't see it, the cliff's in the way, but it's actually a pretty nice evening. Still very windy. Guys, it's pretty dark now, so I'm going to call it a night. Oh bloody hell, the lens is covered in sea spray. God, what a long day that was, mentally and physically demanding, very tough. Very good day though, I enjoyed it. Tomorrow we're going to be heading over this way towards Swanage. It's going to be an early start. I've only got about 7 or so miles to Swanage, and then I think battery died on me mid-monologue there, guys, sorry about that. So I was just saying, Swanage to Poole, I think it's about another 9 or 10 miles, plus a ferry, and then that'll be it for this trip. I'll see you in the morning, guys. Good morning, guys. What a beautiful morning, look at that. Almost sunshine over there. Haven't seen that for a couple of days. Slept really well. Slept right through from about 9:30 to 6:30. Very happy with that. I'll sleep better in a bivvy than I do at home, it's ridiculous. Just got a bit of water on for a brew. Just gonna have a quick coffee, a couple of bananas for breakfast, and then head off over towards the sunshine over there and around the corner over to Poole. So I was just reading the news before bed last night, guys. I saw the Queen passed away yesterday. It's going to be very strange for Britain. I mean, I'm 40 years old and I've known nothing but the Queen being head of state, so it's going to be very strange. I think she's already Queen about 27 years before that, so very strange times for Brits. I suppose it's going to be one of those moments where everyone knew where they were when they heard the Queen died. It's a bit like everyone knew where they were when JFK was shot, that kind of thing. And here I was at Winspit Quarry. I guess I'm always going to associate Winspit Quarry with the Queen now. R.I.P. to the Queen. Right, it's time to leave this place now. And onwards to Swanage. What a difference the sunshine makes, eh guys? Look at that. I feel I will have to come back and make another video on the Jurassic Coast. I don't think I've done it justice these last couple of days in the wind and the rain. And also I didn't get to do that section where I had to divert, which is still never done. And as I said before, I'd like to do that Tyneham village as well, so I'll have to come back on a weekend and do all these. That'll be a cracking trip, that one. And now I've got a great camping spot back there as well. So yeah, it started raining, didn't it? I'm doing that stubborn British thing where I refuse to put my jacket on. Because you know, as soon as you put your jacket on, the rain will stop. It happens every time. For any of you guys on Instagram, right, and you've got this guy, this American hiker guy, comes out with all these wise quotes, friendly reminder, and then comes out with something like, I don't know, your friends aren't your friends if they're running away from you. And he does his wise nod to the camera. Well, this guy's everywhere. He's on my Instagram. I've never followed him. I don't think I've liked any of his posts, but he's just everywhere. Thousands of followers and likes and comments and what have you. And then there's me with my quotes like, don't be a dick, pick up your litter. I think I need to work on these. Right, so here we go, check this out. Friendly reminder. Don't eat the blackberries that are low to the ground. A dog might have pissed on them. Never seen one of those so close to the sea before. Okay. So we've got some points of interest here, guys. We've got a cross-channel ferry, Brittany ferries, I think. Yep. The Isle of Wight there in the background. I've got a feeling that there is the Needles. Looks like it. And as well as that, we've got another quarry. Nice. Getting a bit closer to the end now. There's Swanage in front of us. There's the old Harry Rocks. White Cliffs there. That's Bournemouth in the background, but we're not going there today. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has come out and all is right with the world. I've got myself a second breakfast from Greg's, as well as a cappuccino. My two good friends, Mick and Joe, two of my subscribers, they'll be very happy to see that I've got Greg's. So I'm just going to have that, enjoy the sea view, for a little while before heading up the cliffs. The last cliff. Thank God. Pretty knackered. Okay guys, these are the spectacular Old Harry rocks. I'm not going to be hanging around here for too long. I've already been here on another video and covered it on another video, so if you're interested in the area, check that one out. I'll put it in the description. The weather was a lot nicer then. I walked out onto the edge of this ledge as well. I won't be doing that today because it's a bit windier and I've got this big pack on, so my balance is all a bit like that, so not happening today. It's a bit sketchy, but yeah, just check this place out. Beautiful. It looks like we've got some serious weather over in Poole at the moment, and that's where we're heading, so I'm just going to crack on with it now. Pretty dark and gloomy old pillbox here, really good condition. So this was to protect the coast here. Really good vantage point looking out to Weymouth. Right all across there. And also the beach down here is used for a lot of the D-Day training. A bit of information on it here. Press the pause button if you want to read. It's a bit wet. I won't be going in there. It's just the other side of the pillbox. Last time I was on this beach I went skinny dipping. This time I'm wet for all the wrong reasons. Obviously rain. No, not today, I don't think so. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. It's been a long and arduous one. Physically and mentally draining. I'm exhausted. I'm looking forward to getting home and just sitting there and eating pizza and ice cream until I burst. Just on the Sandbanks ferry now. Be over there, the other side of the water in about 5 minutes or so, then hopping on a bus to either Bournemouth or Poole, doesn't matter which. Then I'm going to eat and then get the train home. Again, thanks for joining me guys, and I'll see you soon.